Hello and welcome to In the Finance. I am your host at Volatile Designer across all social media, and this is my first video here on YouTube. So go ahead and give me a oops, that was loud actually. Anyway, I'm probably gonna be mumbling all the way through, so do bear with me on that regards. Now back to the reason why you watching this video. A lot of people ask me this question almost every single time. So I thought maybe I might as well start off this channel by answering that question. People ask me, Vusi, how much money can I make investing in cryptocurrencies? Well, the answer to that question is that you can make a significant amount of money provided you're buying the right currencies at the right time. Now, that may lead us to the next question, which is what is the right currencies and what is the right time to buy those currencies? Well, you and I are going to explore that and more coming up. I don't know if you know this, but there are thousands of cryptocurrencies out there, and picking which one to buy can be such a daunting experience. But luckily for you, you don't have to worry about that because I'm here. Yes, I'm here. You and I will explore every currency that exists out there. Yes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you know exactly what to do on your financial journey. So make sure that you are subscribed and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of our upload. So without any further ado, let's dive into the question of how much money can you make investing in cryptocurrencies? Well, your investment can be influenced by many things. Some of those factors could be, the fundamental of those currencies that you're buying. It could be politics, it could be pandemics, it could be civil war, economic depression. Talking of economic depression, oh God. I feel like in 2020 we are so depressed. So is our economy. Not only here but around the world. Not only here, it's just crazy. Yeah. So those are the factors that can influence your investment. But anyway, for this video, we're gonna do a simple exercise. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back 5 years ago and buy a currency and come back on today's current value and sell that currency. If I am making any sense. If I'm not making any sense, what I'm saying is we'll use a tool that's called historical snapshot. This tool will enable us to go back 5 or 10 years ago. I just think 5-year term is a good term. So we'll go back 5 years ago, buy a certain currency, fast forward 5 years later, which is today, and sell that currency on today's current market value of that currency and see how much money you can make investing in cryptocurrencies. So in a nutshell, I'm sort of like doing a 5-year projection on your investment. So we're going back 5 years ago, come back 5 years later, sell that currency on today's current market value of that currency and see how much money we can make. So without any further ado, let's jump into the screen right now and do that exercise. It's very simple, and everything that I mention on this video, I'm gonna put the show note description. I'm gonna put everything, any information, it's gonna be there. So let's jump to the screen right now. So here we are, we're using historical snapshots. Like I said before, we're gonna go back 5 years ago. So we're gonna go to 2015. So here we are, 2015, we're in August 30th. I'm gonna click on it. I don't know if you can see, so I'm gonna try to increase the font size on the website. I think that looks better. I think that's much better. Yeah, like that. So this is the historical snapshot of exactly 5 years ago. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna invest, let's say for the sake of this exercise, $5,000. So I'm gonna bring in my calculator here, and I'm gonna bring in $5,000, and we can sort of like divide that amount and just buy maybe 1 or 2 currencies. But for the sake of this exercise, we'll buy 1 currency, and I'm thinking I want to buy Ethereum. So I'm gonna bring my calculator here and I'll take that 5,000 and I'll divide it by, at that time Ethereum was $1.32. I'm going to divide it by 1.32. Let's see how much that gives us. 3,787.8 Ethereum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and refresh this page. When I refresh it, it's going to give me prices on today's date. So today, on August 30th, Ethereum is worth $476. So I'm gonna come back here and bring my calculator and times this amount by now 476.56. That gives me $1,805,151. This is in USD. This is 1,805,151. I'm not sure if I'm I'm saying it right. Numbers can be something else. But yeah, this should give you an example. Obviously, you don't want to be putting all your eggs in one basket. When you diversify, let's just go back here in the historical snapshot. This is now back 5 years ago. Obviously, if you've taken maybe 1,000 and you put it on Ethereum, but on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin with 1,000, you would have probably got around 4 Bitcoins at the time. Maybe if you've diversified buying Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, but obviously you need to know the fundamentals of these currencies and not just take your money and throw it in and hope for the best. And if you want to know more on these currencies, when we go in depth on each and every one of them, make sure that you're subscribed on this channel, because I'm going to be doing reviews of these currencies. Some of them don't even, this here was like the top 100 at the time. Most of these currencies are nowhere to be found. Some of them still do exist, but they probably now ranked 300 on CoinMarketCap. This was the top 10 at the time. This was the top 10: Bitcoin, XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, Dogecoin. These they still exist, but if you were to refresh the page 5 years later, these top 10, I think only these 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think the Ethereum is number 3 now. But let's just refresh and see the changes that have taken place since then. You see, Tether has come in on and taken the third spot. Ethereum is there. XRP is still there. Chainlink is the new kid on the block. Bitcoin Cash wasn't there at the time. Litecoin, I think it was number 4, now it's number 7. Bitcoin SV wasn't there at the time. Binance Coin wasn't there at the time. Crypto, all these were not around at the time. EOS, all of these are new. So this changes with times, but we'll discuss that and more in the next videos. So yeah. Okay, so here we are at the end of this video, and let's just recap on what we have done. We went back 5 years ago using a tool called historical snapshot. This enabled us to go back 5 years ago, buy a certain currency, or at least know how much money it was worth at the time, and fast forward 5 years later, doing what we called a 5-year projection or investment plan, whatever, and sold it at today's current value of that currency. And this should give you a clear perspective of how much money you can make investing in cryptocurrencies. Well, if you find this video helpful, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. That will be very much appreciated. And subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna post a video again tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.